Curiosity might have killed the cat, but it didn't kill the Sigma. Quite the opposite. When he learns something new, he wants to actually do something with that knowledge. And in today's video, we're going to be sharing with you 8 reasons why the Sigma male's curiosity is pretty much incurable. Number 8. He loves to learn. The Sigma male's curiosity knows no bounds, and one of the reasons why is down to his desire to learn. In some ways, he could be described as a bit of a nerd or a bookworm due to his preference for solitude and insatiable appetite for new knowledge. Unlike others, he is not overly fond of socializing, and while he can enjoy being social from time to time, he chooses instead to immerse himself in reading and studying so that he can acquire new knowledge, consolidate existing knowledge, learn new skills or improve old ones, and to be well informed and up to date on important topics. He might not have been top of the class in school, but this didn't stop him from his love of continuous learning, and over time, his desire to learn only intensified. Look at successful men like Albert Einstein, Elon Musk, Bill Gates. They never stopped learning when they experienced failures, and look at what they managed to accomplish. They understood that by learning from failure, they could still achieve huge success. As Albert Einstein once said, the most valuable asset you'll ever have is your mind and what you put into it. And this resonates powerfully with the Sigma. Number 7. He seeks out information. He might not be some kind of private investigator with a trench coat and a camera trying to get the latest scoop on his neighbor's family drama, but the Sigma male will seek out necessary information that is relevant to him. He doesn't like surprises and wants to make sure he's in the know so he's not ambushed or caught out unexpectedly. For example, he may feel quite uncomfortable in a conversation with someone in which the topic is unfamiliar and is asked his opinion. As a dominant introvert who has a tendency to overthink, the Sigma has the introverted trait of wanting to be prepared for anything that might happen or might be asked, just in case. This explains why the Sigma isn't a fan of blind dates. There's too many unknown variables with a person they don't know. Being curious is his way of getting information that he needs for everyday life and to develop and evolve as a human being. Number 6. He prefers to be prepared. Following on from our last point of the Sigma seeking out information, it's probably quite obvious that one of the things the Sigma hates the most is to be caught off guard. He knows that if someone throws an unexpected question his way that he is unable to answer, this doesn't mean he's worth any less or will think negatively about himself. But it will haunt him. He hates to be unprepared, and that's why he's more likely to overthink, to compensate. One of the Sigma's biggest strengths is his curiosity, as it fuels his mind, his creativity, and allows him to be more prepared for whatever is thrown in his direction, physical or verbally. For the Sigma, being curious and thinking things through in order to be prepared is a self-defense mechanism, and he's probably overthought everything that there is to overthink. Not that he would share these thoughts with many other people. He is notoriously private and knows the importance of silence, but that doesn't mean the cogs of his mind aren't working at full capacity most of the time. Number 5. He likes to broaden his horizons. We know the Sigma loves to acquire new knowledge, and one of the reasons that he values this so much is because of his want to broaden his horizons by increasing his range of knowledge, understanding, and experience. Many Sigmas tend to be good at a variety of things, demonstrating many skills. And for this, some may assume him to be a jack of all trades, which is technically true. But he is quite capable of also being a master at many of them too. If he is good at something, he will stop at nothing to continue learning everything he can about that subject and everything connected with it. While he likes to broaden his horizons by learning new things and developing his skills, he also does this by seeking out new experiences and adventures whenever possible. This curiosity encourages him to get out of his comfort zone and see new cultures, try new foods, and interact with different people. These experiences energize him and allow him to gain energy from the unfamiliar. His emotional intelligence is boosted by traveling and exploring, which is one of the reasons why the Sigma male is so emotionally aware and connect with and understand others on so many different levels. Number 4. He wants to fulfill his desires. The Sigma male is curious in part because of the need to fulfill his desires and achieve his life goals. Everyone has their own desires, and the Sigma is no different. But his desires boil down to simply having a meaningful life. The curiosity of a Sigma is not only to fuel his creativity and imagination, but also his entire life. The more curious he is, the more desires he wants to fulfill, and the more driven he is to achieve those desires. The Sigma male rarely gives up once he's set his mind to something, and his curiosity will allow him to look for, study, and learn the ways that he can achieve that thing. This is why spending time alone is important for these aspirations to come to fruition, because he needs that physical, mental, and emotional space to not only process what it is he really wants in life without external influence, but to put into motion his plan for how he will achieve his goals. Number 3. He has a need for a deeper understanding. The introverted side of the Sigma means he is a pretty deep individual, and such a deep thinker that he can often be misunderstood by others. Others may label him as a geek, a swot, or a nerd, but the truth is that the Sigma uses his deep thinking nature to his advantage. For instance, his deep thinking allows him to work out ways to avoid drama and attention, preferring to keep his life private. His natural curiosity comes from wanting to have a deeper understanding of the world and the people around him. This urge to dig deeper and find the meaning to everything comes from his personality trait of having a very analytical mind, which is what leads to his tendency to overthink. But the Sigma is highly intelligent, so he really takes the time to think things through and get down to the nitty-gritty. This habit of analyzing and considering everything carefully just consolidates what he knows about the world around him, while giving him even more information to fill in the blanks with. So in the long run, it serves him well. Number 2. His creativity needs fueling. Being such an introspective and deep-thinking introvert with tons of curiosity, it is unsurprising that Sigmas are highly creative people. They have the ability to see the world through different perspectives and come up with great ideas and solutions for every situation. This enables the Sigma to see and understand new or complicated ideas and concepts that other people often overlook, and he can see the opportunity and potential for every challenge he faces. His intense curiosity leads him to fueling his creative side. This inner creativity being charged by the questions he asks, the answers he receives, the different perspectives he discovers, and the new experiences he has. Take travel, for example. We know the Sigma loves to travel and have new experiences, but travel also sparks creativity. This lets the Sigma see things in a different light and from different angles, breaking out of the confined box that is his own culture, language, and habits. This enables him to discover that people think differently and act differently and all have different values, which means he in turn can open his mind further and use this new information to let his creativity run wild. Now, before we get to number 1, if you're enjoying this video on why Sigma male's curiosity is incurable, then please like and share the video so more people will have the chance to see it and we can keep bringing you more content like this. Now on to number 1, curiosity fuels his imagination. It's no secret by now that the Sigma male is more of an introvert than an extrovert, and this usually means that he is highly creative with an abundance of imagination. His curiosity about everything is what drives his creativity. This works threefold, as this means that he is always curiously looking for ways to fuel this imagination so that he can express it with his creativity. One of the reasons that the Sigma male enjoys being so alone is that he can do whatever he wants with his creativity, but this means that he needs to nourish it with his curiosity to allow his imagination to continue to flow. The Sigma male pretty much lives in his own world inside his own head, because that's where he finds the most peace. It's not a bad thing to live in a world of his own because he can still function well and succeed in the real world. And in fact, this imagination is what encourages him to keep moving forward in life by allowing him to manifest his dreams and desires. If you are a curious Sigma male, then let us know your thoughts on this topic in the comment section down below. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel for more videos and content on Sigma males. And I'll catch you next time.